So talking about the women's wrestling that you mentioned, they unveiled the women's Intercontinental Championship tonight. Adam Pearce did. So that's gonna be the mid card title for them. Any thoughts?
Um, I know that like a lot of you guys don't like it, but once again, I think that the women's division as a whole can support having an Intercontinental champion. I mean, yeah, we're starting to get a lot of belts, but I don't know. So I can see it, and there's just so many like talented young ladies that like you can bring up and do things with for a title like that. So I'm fine with it. What do you
No,
think?
I think we we support it. I think they deserve it, right? They're like 50-50 now. Like 50% of the roster is female, and they are putting on great matches and great stories. I think they absolutely deserve to have a mid card title like the men do. I guess our only complaint is the name of the title and the design of the title, right? So there's maybe no creativity in there. Let's just put a white strap on the current design. Let's call it the same thing and add women's on it. And it doesn't bother me that much, but I just wish that they would have come up with something new.
With the exception of that crown jewel belt, have WWE done anything like creative with their belts recently?
No,
All
no.
just
I
had a
mean,
big old W and they had like the same nameplate and put a color on the side.
yeah, yeah. They put the blue on the Intercontinental title. That's as far. Let's take a risk here and let's put some blue pigmentation in the championship belt because of
Yeah.
Jey Uso.
I mean, the belt, they haven't been original with it. I mean, I miss the old school days where you had the $1 million man belt or something. You, that was so cool, different. But they just don't do stuff like that anymore. They're not going. But as far as actually being able to support a women's mid-level belt,
Oh yeah.
plenty of girls who can wrestle and look great and can talk and are
Yeah.
young. They'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Other than the design and the name, my only concern is that they haven't done like a magnificent job with the women's tag team titles, and those are cross-brand, right? So they don't have that limitation of SmackDown unique or Raw unique. So a big part of me wishes that they would have elevated that title and gotten, at least four or five very good tag teams, women's tag teams, to then move on to okay, let's bring in this other title where we're gonna have other stories around other people competing for it.
Well, that's another problem. So here's the problem. So you have all these talented young ladies, but there's guys on the roster on the men's side who have spent their whole careers as tag team guys, whether they're with one guy or been with a lot of guys. A lot of these girls, I mean, a lot of promotions don't have women's tag team wrestling. So it's like there's singles girls who have just kind of been thrown together. And so, it's a process being like tag team partner or a great tag team person, it takes years to really develop that.
Yep.
So,
Yep. And they had Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell the way, and they let go of Indy Hartwell.
yeah, those girls worked at it though. Like they worked to become a real tag team. But uh,
They had the Iconics.
that's a real tag team.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, I mean, I kind of think of any other tag team that is really. I mean, Bianca and Jay, obviously, they're the champions. And you have some history with the Four Horsewomen. right? The Becky, Charlotte, Bailey, Sasha. Sasha's not there anymore.
All those girls are singles though, really.
They
They're
are.
potential friends, but they're singles. They're not tag team wrestlers.
They are. They are. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Bella twins, pretty retired now. It's hard. It's hard. But you know, it can be built, right? Because they have so many talented women in there. I've seen like what's their name? Jada Parker, and Lola Vice. Maybe they got something in there
Hmm.
as a tag team. There's a couple in NXT that you know they could build as a tag team and just stick with that.
It's true. It's
But
true.
but
Somebody, like I said, when you have a crowded group, somebody's not gonna make it, or somebody's gonna have to be relegated to the second team or tag team or something. So,
right. Right. And again, that's my concern, right? With all that talent that they've had, they haven't been able to come up with the creative to build that tag team division. So I'm curious to see if they will have better luck with these mid card divisions, right? Or mid card titles on both shows. So we'll see.